Hello everybody, this is Loach with an L, not an R. You can find me at youtube.com/LoachSC2. Coming to you with a game from the 1v1 tournament. This game has been shortlisted for the cheesy prize. Of course, these cheesy prizes will be put within a playlist, and then you can vote for your favorite game within each of the playlists. And the winning game, the player that did it, not its opponent, will get $20 from Seal and a $100 or $150 voucher for Cyberthor PC, our sponsors. Thank you very much to them for sponsoring this tournament. So we have inFiTargA spawning in the top right as the light pink Zerg, and in the bottom right we have HeaVenxG spawning as the blue Protoss. So this Overlord is heading in the wrong direction, but then again, so is this probe. A forward pylon from HeaVenxG. Nothing out of the ordinary from either one of these players as of yet. No 7 pull from inFiTargA. Doesn't look like we are going to see a cannon rush, although with this forward pylon it tells me that we are not going to see a cannon rush. So interested to see what kind of cheese we are going to see in this game. Again guys, if you want to check me out, I am at youtube.com/LoachSC2. That's Loach with an L, not an R. So this probe is going to start moving forward, and it is going to drop down a forge and then start heading off. So maybe we will in fact see a cannon rush. Very interesting positioning for a possible cannon rush, but who would cannon rush a Zerg anyway? We do see a spawning pool, and yet no gas has come out from inFiTargA as of yet. So very strange opening from inFiTargA, as a lot of Zergs like to get their gas a little earlier. Getting that Xel'Naga tower to be able to see that the probe is there, to know that yes, he is on the right way. So good little trick there from inFiTargA. But as I was saying, a lot of Zergs like to get the gas a little earlier so that they can get out their speedlings and such. But we are going to see that inFiTargA is going to move into the bottom left-hand corner, and it looks like he is definitely gearing up to build a hatchery. Because what's better than a hatchery in your base is a hatchery in your opponent's base. So this is definitely where we're going to see the cheese. Are we going to see a double cheese? No, we are seeing a Forge Fast Expand, which is popular on this map for Protoss players. And HeaVenxG has absolutely no clue. If we go into his view, we see that he has not even scouted this region of his base. But we, in fact, can see that there is a hatchery here. I'll be very interested to see as another drone arrives, whether we're going to see a spine crawler rush or whether we're going to see possibly mass hatcheries. Would be absolutely hilarious. A cannon has now gone down as well as a gateway. For HeaVenxG has not yet completely blocked off his front, and we're going to see a... Okay, that's not so much hidden inFiTargA, being extremely cocky and just building a hatchery right next to his nexus. Because what's better than a hatchery in your main and a hatchery in your opponent is 2 hatcheries in your opponent's base. We do see the pylon is now coming down right next to that hatchery. In other words, he's going to be able to get up a cannon. So inFiTargA is going to force some cannons around this back end. And of course, there is this sneaky hatchery here that still HeaVenxG knows nothing about. 2 more drones are now on the way, but they are going to find that this is blocked off with a cannon, so they will not be able to get in here. There is 1 photon cannon building, and the assimilator has now finished for HeaVenxG. He's going to go ahead and saturate that, I would imagine. He has got 2 in it right now, and a Cybernetics caught in an unusual place, really confining his hatchery. And what's better than 2 hatcheries in your opponent's base is 2 hatcheries inside your opponent's base and 1 just outside your opponent's base. So we do see that this hatchery has finished now, and a spine crawler is on the way, as well as a queen. This hatchery is about to finish, but is now under siege from this photon cannon. I will wonder if inFiTargA will cancel it. He will at the very last second, and he is going to in fact get away and rebuild the hatchery out of range of the photon cannon. So now we see that the creep tumor has now come down, and HeaVenxG has gone, oh my god, there's more in my base. So here we see 2 spine crawlers are now down. This Zealot is getting to work on the hatchery at the front of his base, but a big bro pull is not enough, as this spine crawler is now headbutting. Get him, headbutt him, yeah, get him. As that pylon looked like it was cancelled. We do see that more spine crawlers are on the way, as we are building more and more drones in the base, because you know what, I can beat you with just drones and spine crawlers. Who needs Zerglings? So obviously doing the fun day Monday of no Zerglings, no anything except for spines, queens, etc, etc. This could be a fun day Monday submission for day 9. So we do see that this photon cannon has now finished, and it is going to start to take out that creep tumor, followed by this hatchery. Both of these cannons, I believe, are out of range of the of these spine crawlers, as they have the exact same range. If you did not know, they both have a range of 7. Now 2 queens in the main base and 1 queen in the main. Wow, that is a lot of lava. And we do see some more drones are in production now, both in the main and in in the main and in the main. So we see the spine crawler was taken out there that was building. This hatchery is still here, but it is not yet completed. And these spine crawlers are slowly starting to move their way further and further into HeaVenxG's base. Very, very cheesy play from inFiTargA. The Broodlings that came out here tried to get to work on some of those photon cannons, but not doing any hull damage, as it were. This Zealot is going to go ahead and be taken out by the 2 queens. These spine crawlers are going to slowly move further and further towards the natural expansion of HeaVenxG, as the Nexus in HeaVenxG's main is slowly getting taken out. An Overlord was in fact spawned at inFiTargA's proxy, one of inFiTargA's proxy hatcheries. This hatchery at the front of HeaVenxG's base is going to be taken out. It's very hard to describe where these are. We are going to see that a money transfuse will come down any second. Come on, inFiTargA, money transfuse. That Zealot is going to be taken out by those Broodlings, and there's the transfuse. And he's going to go to work on that Nexus there. HeaVenxG giving the GG complete mana despite getting absolutely cheesed out of his life. So 0 Zerglings produced by inFiTargA. I actually have to find inFiTargA and ask him if he submitted this for Fun Day Monday, as I do know that I think this tournament was around the same time that Day 9 put out these restrictions of not building any units. So I will actually ask inFiTargA and hopefully post it in the comment section below. But again, guys, if this was your favorite cheese, go ahead and like this video within the playlist. The one with the most likes at the end of a certain period of time will go ahead and get $20 from Seal and a gift voucher from Cyberthor PC. Go ahead and check Cyberthor PC out. Google them if you cannot find them. And I was Loach SC2, Loach with an L, not an R. Go ahead and check me out at youtube.com/LoachSC2.